keep a tidy house for her.
It was just
A Larathin
Oi!
residence.
Stop a moment. Commander, you're in trouble! Everyone, she's back!
Oh, Maller's Mark, here we go.
Are we quite sure she hasn't actually died this time, brother? She looks dead.
Smells it too. Ooh.
It has been a hard road. But I can clip you both around the ear to prove I am no ghost. If it would help.
Forgive us, Mother. We're just surprised you still know how to find your way home. You know Mother dear well already.
Ryan.
A sending spell can carry 25 words. Do you know how many Jaihiera's only message contained in all this time she's been away? 7. The message went, "I'm sorry, you know what to do."
So why haven't you done it? You were supposed to get the young ones out of the city.
And you were supposed to be dead. That's what your oh-so-stoic message meant, yes? Yet here you are. So, what happened out there?
I got my skin saved by this one. We've come to take the fight to the cult, which is exactly why you all cannot be here.
Why? You plan on winning, don't you? You're the one who saved her, so tell me, are we all doomed? Fine. Better in our home than quivering in some bush out in the Cloakwood.
You are a very irritating girl.
This isn't your house, remember? You'll keep a civil tongue under our roof if we let you stay at all.
Have mercy, sister. She's old after all.
So old!
Seems I'm outvoted. See, Mother? That is how you go about talking things through with your family. Now, if there's more to discuss, then bloody well come in. And wipe your boots.
Coming along nicely. Good, strong roots.
A fine day to you, sir. Are you known to this court? Sir Fluffington, an honor to host you in my manor.
Jessamine discovered an old family tree in my study. We haven't had a moment's peace since.
Tetherian nobility. You might be royalty, Jaihiera. You don't want to be queen, of course, and Ryan curses too much, so it would have to be me.
Careful, girl. They have a habit of taking against tyrants there.
Huh. I'm not a tyrant. If anyone calls me one, I'll have Fig chop their head off.
I take no responsibility for your plants. You know I'm more of a mushroom man.
You've let my study turn into a thicket. Is this what I am hearing?
I tended to it. I just let it thrive in its own independence. You know, same way you raised us.
I raised you to be a sweet and kind boy. What happened?
I watched what you did instead of listening to what you said. This house has taken in a lot of children over the years. Mother dear was sometimes more commander than, well, mother dear.
Wards, family, lifelong irritants. Use whichever term you wish.
We were down the market when I was about 9 years old. Some merchant started in with the usual. Yes, but where's your family? Whose son are you, really? When Mother was done with him, well, let's say he won't have any sons of his own to worry about.
Nature's law in action.
Never wanted the easy path.
Those leaves are a little darker than I'd like for them.
No arguing. Just tell me you're well.
I am well.
And Mince,
We're working on it.
you'll get him back. I owe him a kicking for showing Fig how to throw hatchets. So, this cult. What's our plan?
I'm not fool enough to think I can change your mind. But if you're staying, I don't want you taking up arms. There are other ways to fight.
Really? Like what? A fair point. Though I'll leave the herb lore to Jord. I was always better at breaking bones than mending them.
I remember. The very reason George had so many patients to hone his craft on.
If I have to stay home and babysit, then it's your job to make sure there's still a home to look after. Take what you need, and we'll do the grand reunion when you come back for good. So, lovely as it is to have you back, Mother, go away. You have work to do.
Aye, aye, Commander. Wait, one more thing. There are doppelgangers among the cult. Be on your guard.
All right, then. If you turn up looking for hugs and kisses, I'll be sure to shoot first.
That's my girl.
Not a very good code.
Here goes nothing.
I hope you were hibernating, little cub. I can't think of another reason you wouldn't come down to say hello.
Jaihiera! I didn't want to see if you were really dead. They said
Who said?
Jord and Ryan. They didn't think I could hear.
You little sneak thief? Well, they were wrong. Look! Not dead. I just had a few adventures. Like,
Liar! That was Jaihiera. Years ago.
yes! You liar. Why this need for tall tales? Now, cub, solitude is a wonderful thing, but not too much. Come downstairs and fight with your sisters.
Wait, here. I was keeping this safe.
My Harper pin. Oh, was a certain little sneak thief playing down in my sanctuary?
No.
This Harper pin opens more doors than most. Come down to my study. See if you can figure it out. I wondered if it would take you long to spot. Pay no mind to those. You're probably safe so long as I am here. But if you do not trust me, take the weight from the pressure plate there.
The orb casts glyphs familiar to the Druid of ownership. Overwhelming it with the same element can often disable the enchantment. The orb casts glyphs familiar to the Druid of ownership. Overwhelming it with the same element can often disable the enchantment.
What now?
Traps aren't meant for you. But, better to stick close, eh?
If not over, then through.
Damned idiot.
Making me sweat.
Keep your distance, darling.
No time to rest. These boots have seen everything.
What's the story?
Whatever it takes. Fine. There.
Is that blood? No, never mind. Another step forward.
The only patch of wilderness this city permits me. There ought to be supplies here to aid us.
Down by the Blushing Mermaid, there's a stink of something fey. Smell of arse, too. But boss doesn't care about that.
I bring word of gnomes. Gnomes in the sea.
There's been killings in a holy place. Stinks of incense and blood.
The Archdruid's eyes and ears have fallen away in her absence. I'm training new ones.
I'd love to, thanks.
All's well that ends not as bad as it could have. I've got a long road ahead. Watch how you go. There's a trap.
Quick step.
A trap. Someone doesn't like visitors.
Oh, for a skeleton key.
No one back home will ever believe this. Moving in.
A gift from my husband. I've had to renew parts over the years, but the heart remains the same as the day he gave it to me. Always nice to be wanted.
At least things have stayed interesting. Breathe deep and move. Rite of the Timeless Body. Ritual. I'd best ask Jaihiera about it. Maybe I need more pockets.
Yes? The threat of spanking never kept the children from poking through my things. Why should it deter you? It is a ritual, or it describes one at least, practiced by druids of certain esoteric circles. If they be learned and powerful enough, the practitioner of this ritual might slow their aging, extend their life well beyond its natural reach. It is not something you need concern yourself with. I've picked up stranger things in all my travels. Trust me. If you wish, it's possible I was a little too quick to judge, a little too caught up in ceremony. It is a ritual, or it describes one at least, practiced by druids of certain esoteric circles. If they be learned and powerful enough, The practitioner of this ritual might slow their aging, extend their life well beyond its natural reach. It is not something you need concern yourself with. I've picked up stranger things in all my travels. Trust me. I have given you much reason to think that Harpers hoard secrets like precious stones, but I promise you, this was not some intrigue. Just, plain and simple foolishness. As if by keeping clear of my family, I might keep them clear of the cult in turn. And if this fight were to go against us, well, we had already done their mourning. Why visit it on them twice? Of course I was. You met her, did you not? The girl had opinions before she had teeth. I was wrong to think I could keep my children from this fight. They're Baldurian born and bred. The only damned reason I root myself in this place. This city is a cesspit. An open sewer of the soul that taints us with its filth and churns us out when all that is good has been stripped away. It also happens to be their home. And so it is mine. Ugh. That might be the first time I have said that out loud. Now come. We had best get to saving it. Lest Ryan turn her ire on us both. Ask it. Oh dear. Should I brace myself for some fashion advice? But I suppose you have earned better than glibness from me. It was a gift from my husband Khalid. He was a harper. A better one than me, truth be told. Any idiot can swing a sword, but to believe in the cause with the whole of your heart, a much trickier thing. He died. Alone, in pain, and far too young. Murdered by a mage who craved immortality. I'll not grant it by naming him in the same breath as my husband.
The quiet, unassuming shadow to Jaihiera's strength, Khalid was another warrior who helped end the Balspawn crisis. Shortly after, he was murdered by the mad mage John Iranicus.
Nothing that wasn't already there. Fear not. But I've lived many lifetimes since Khalid died. You, twine your life around the people you love. And when they are gone, you grow around their absence instead. It is just another way they shape you. Which is my sage way of saying, I am in no danger of forgetting how my husband died, but I choose to remember how he lived. If you have questions, ask. Just don't expect my answers to rhyme.
The orb casts glyphs familiar to the Druid of ownership. Overwhelming it with the same element can often disable the enchantment.
These common folk need to learn to respect authority. Good thing I'm happy to teach them.
Pantella's in a mood. Don't get in that fist way when she's in a mood.
Even before they got those big metal bruisers, the fists were obnoxious. But now...
I swear, this fist is just trying to provoke me, but I'm not going to fall for it.
Think I'll just sit back and rest my weary limbs while these angry youngsters sort matters out.
These common folk need to learn to respect authority. Good thing I'm happy to teach them.
Northeast, Baldur's Gate. Northwest, House of Grief.
Cazador always warned us to stay clear of this neighborhood. Should never say why.
The last spawn who tried was sunk into the cobblestones and left for the sun to find. I had an unfortunate taste for theatrics in my youth.
Yes. Well, that was probably it.
Cousins this saw a real ghost slap someone in half. Well, they got better.
Oh, I'm very glad they got better.
Let's get away.
We wouldn't want to do that, would we?
Stand back! I can't have laymen disrupting the ephemeral intricacies of the spirit field.
Oh, gods, I can feel them all around me. Ghosts, like a horrible slimy breeze.
If you're looking for ghosts, you can be sure there's absolutely none of those here.
Are you looking for ghosts too? Not sure what to make of it all, to be honest.
Gentlemen, I am quite certain that we are almost upon this most perfect spirit.
How can you tell?
Can't you feel rich, unctuous gouts of necromantic energy simply coursing through the spirit field?
I don't think so.
That's because there's nothing here to feel. This is a colossal waste of time.
I feel something.
Yes, my friend. What do you feel?
My ears are cold. What does that mean?
Pardon my singing. That lullaby's been stuck in my head since... Oh, funny. I can't recall. Trust the elf father and grip my hand tight. We shall walk with you into that pitch night.
Wonderful little beast. Nimble as anything.
A man of means, judging by his attire. He looks like a merchant or a junior council member. But right now he's without care, entranced by a tree.
There was a squirrel in the tree. Marvelous creature. inquisitive and nut-crazed. Halsin. Is he of the Feybergs, the candelabra makers? Perhaps it was Hagrin. Wonderful craftspeople, but truly terrible deal makers. Oh, just tired, I suppose. It's been quite a long day. Or at least I think it has. You wouldn't happen to know where I live, would you? I am very pleased to meet your acquaintance. And you are?
This is more than a lapse, you sense. Something's been done to the man's memories. His mind is a stream of fragmented thoughts, each brushed away by another before it can take purchase.
Marvellous day. Not a care in the world. Moira would have loved this garden. Wait, who's she? Moira? Yes. No. I don't know. I think I remember a face, smiling, young. Then older, then ill, then... No, I don't think so. You must be mistaken, friend. I don't know anyone by that name. Well, I remember I was sad, but in truth, I'm not quite sure what caused it. I'm not even sure I know what sad is anymore. And I came from that building over there. They were very nice to me, seemed very helpful. Although, for the life of me, I can't recall what I was doing there in the first place. There must be, you would think. You know, I can swear there is someone, but their name escapes me. Hells, even their face escapes me. A figment of my imagination, perhaps. Oh, it will come back to me. Or not. I'm content enough here, in either case.
Something's on my mind.
Welcome. The House of Grief lies just within. We are here to help. Please, do not delay. Contentment is within your grasp. Just step inside with an open mind.
I had hoped there might be a greater sense of balance within the city. That its walls might enable sheltering within it to foster community, peace. Yet it is not so. Unnatural steel beings patrol the streets. The printed word sows discontent, and those in need are treated with disdain. You saw how that young boy was being treated on the streets, didn't you? That man considered him a stain. Sometimes it is difficult to see exactly what we are fighting to save here. Sometimes it feels like Korga was right. Nature can only survive away from all this. I do. But at times like this, it can feel like an impossible dream. I was harsh on myself before. On my leadership of the Grove, the decisions I made. Perhaps too harsh, considering this place.
Jahiera's adept at keeping secrets, and for good reason. She was wise to try and keep her family safe. I just wish I could have done the same. Of course. Honestly, my heart's racing. The end's close. My parents are close. I just know it. Thank you. I'm not sure I would have ever made it this far without you.
All of nature's bounty pales next to you. Do you need something? My mind still drifts to that dream I shared with you. For a better future for all those who need it. But that must wait. I remain yours, of course. Ready when you need me. Relationship. Such terms belong to civilization. A little unfamiliar to my lips. You know what we share is more fluid, more founded in the principles of nature. You should feel free to roam as your heart desires. You are all I want, but I will not hold you to myself. Let others know the happiness of being with you. I was hoping you would ask.
Brave. I can never quite trust my breath after taking the beast form.
Was there something else you wanted, my heart?
Baldur's Gate. It's amazing how a place I don't truly remember feels so familiar. Just wandering the streets is causing little things to come back to me. Just the barest crumbs of memories, but still. I suppose when you're famished, a crumb is a feast. Honestly, and don't laugh, it's the smells. I never thought I'd be so glad to be greeted by the waft of docks and alleyways. It doesn't dredge up any specifics, just a feeling I can't quite define. But it's a comforting feeling, all the same. Of course. I thought you'd never ask.